Missing the February planting window could mean sacrificing months of potential harvests. While neighbors wait for warmer days, strategic gardeners are already setting the foundation for spectacular yields. The difference between an abundant garden and a disappointing one often comes down to what gets planted right now. Ready to discover which crops absolutely need to go in the ground this month? Let's jump straight into the vegetables that will give you the biggest advantage. And before diving in, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Backyard Crops delivers proven growing strategies every week that help you maximize every square foot of your garden space. Crop number 1. Onions. These fundamental vegetables demand extended growing periods to develop impressive bulbs. Establishing onion sets during February provides the cool conditions necessary for robust root systems before summer heat triggers bulb formation. Understanding day length requirements proves critical for success. Southern zones benefit from short-day cultivars like Texas Sweet, which begin bulbing at 10 to 12 daylight hours. Mid-region gardeners should select intermediate varieties such as Candy and Superstar. Northern growers need long-day types like Walla Walla, requiring 14 to 16 hours of light for proper development. Position sets 1 inch beneath the surface, spacing them 4 to 6 inches apart in rows separated by 12 to 18 inches. Well-drained, loose soil enriched with organic material creates ideal growing conditions. Early-season nitrogen applications promote vigorous top growth, directly correlating to larger bulb development. Maintain consistent moisture without creating waterlogged conditions. Crop number 2. Peas. Cool season performers, peas actually thrive when established during chilly periods. Delaying until spring warmth arrives represents a fundamental growing mistake. These legumes germinate in 40-degree Fahrenheit soil, with optimal growth occurring between 45 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. 3 distinct categories exist. Shelling varieties like Sugar Ann produce plump seeds within inedible pods. Snow peas, including Mammoth Melting Sugar, offer flat, completely edible pods harvested before full seed development. Snap peas, such as Sugar Snap, provide crunchy, entirely consumable pods containing sweet peas. Direct sow seeds 1 inch deep, spacing 2 to 3 inches apart. Most cultivars benefit from trellis support for their climbing tendrils. As nitrogen-fixing plants, peas naturally improve soil quality by converting atmospheric nitrogen into plant-usable forms, benefiting subsequent heavy-feeding crops. If you're learning something valuable, drop a like on this video and share it with fellow gardeners who need this information. Crop number 3. Lettuce. This leafy favorite flourishes in cool temperatures, but turns bitter and bolts rapidly once heat arrives. February establishment ensures crisp, sweet harvests long before summer conditions shut down production. Seeds germinate optimally at 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, though they tolerate 40 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit ranges. Loose leaf types like red sails mature quickly, often ready within 40 to 50 days. Romaine varieties, such as Jericho, create tall, crisp heads perfect for Caesar preparations. Butterhead cultivars like Butter Crunch form tender, mild-flavored heads, plant seeds shallow, just 1/8 to 1/4 inch deep, as germination requires light exposure. Space seedlings 8 to 12 inches apart for full heads, or cluster them closely for baby green harvest at 3 to 4 inches tall. Succession planting every fortnight extends harvest periods dramatically. Crop number 4. Spinach. Another cool weather champion, spinach absolutely despises heat. When temperatures consistently exceed 75 degrees Fahrenheit, rapid bolting occurs faster than harvest can happen. February establishment captures the entire cool window, providing weeks of nutritious greens. Remarkably cold-tolerant, spinach survives temperatures down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, especially with light row cover protection. Savoy types like Bloomsdale Longstanding feature deeply crinkled leaves requiring thorough washing. Smooth leaf varieties such as Space offer easier cleaning. Semi-Savoy cultivars like Tai split the difference with moderate texturing and good disease resistance. Sow seeds 1/2 inch deep, spacing 1 inch apart initially, then thinning to 4 to 6 inches. The taproot system dislikes disturbance, making direct seeding more successful than transplanting. Maintain consistent moisture and consider light nitrogen applications several weeks post-germination. Crop number 5. Kale. This nutritional powerhouse actually tastes sweeter following frost exposure, as cold temperatures convert plant starches into sugars. February represents excellent timing for kale establishment, through either direct seeding or transplanting. Curly varieties like winter boar produce ruffled leaves in various colors. Lysinato kale feature long, bumpy leaves with tender texture and milder flavor preferred for raw consumption. Red Russian kale display flat, frilly-edged leaves with purple stems and sweet tastes enhanced by frost. Plant seeds a quarter to half-inch deep, thinning to 12 to 18 inches apart. These plants grow surprisingly large. As heavy feeders, kale benefits from nitrogen-rich amendments like composted manure. Harvest outer leaves first, allowing central growth points to continue producing throughout the season. Don't forget to comment below with your biggest February gardening challenge. The Backyard Crops community has solutions. Crop number 6. Broccoli. This beloved vegetable produces optimal results when maturing during cool periods. With 60 to 90 days required from transplant to harvest, February timing proves essential. Start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before final frost dates. Transplanting, once seedlings develop 4 to 6 true leaves and nighttime temperatures consistently exceed 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Calabrese types like Green Magic produce large central heads with good heat tolerance. Sprouting varieties, such as purple sprouting, generate numerous smaller florets over extended periods rather than single harvests. Set transplants slightly deeper than container growing depth, burying stems to the first true leaf set. Space plants 18 to 24 inches apart in rows separated by 30 inches. Rich soil amended with compost and balanced fertilizer side dressing supports heavy feeding requirements. Consistent watering prevents stress plants from producing small, loose heads prone to bolting. Crop number 7. Cabbage. Like broccoli, cabbage performs best when maturing in cool conditions. Tight, dense heads become loose and split-prone during hot weather head formation. February indoor seeding provides crucial head starts. Cabbage requires 4 to 6 weeks of indoor growth before garden transplanting. Green varieties like Copenhagen Market produce classic round heads. Red cabbage adds beautiful color through cultivars like Ruby Perfection. Savoy cabbage features crinkled leaves with delicate texture. Napa cabbage forms elongated heads with milder, sweeter flavor. Transplant seedlings 12 to 18 inches apart once sturdy stems and several true leaves develop. These heavy feeders demand fertile, nitrogen-rich soil. Side dress with compost when heads begin forming. Monitor for cabbage worms and aphids utilizing row covers to exclude cabbage moths if pest pressure exists. Crop number 8. Carrots. Root vegetables like carrots germinate best in cool soil and need several months for developing sweet, crunchy roots. Carrot seeds notoriously germinate slowly and finically, requiring consistent moisture for up to 3 weeks before sprouting. Optimal soil temperature ranges from 45 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, with ideal conditions around 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Soil preparation critically impacts carrot success. These roots need loose, stone-free soil at least 12 inches deep for full-size varieties. Heavy clay or rocky soil demands raised beds with sandy loam mix, or select shorter cultivars like Tumbelina or Chantenay tolerating less than perfect conditions. Nantes types like Napoli produce cylindrical, blunt-tipped roots with outstanding sweet flavor. Danvers varieties handle heavy soils better with their broader, tapered shape. Imperator carrots require deeply worked soil but produce impressive yields. Sow seeds just 1/4 inch deep in rows spaced 12 inches apart, thinning to 2 to 3 inches after first true leaves develop. Radishes planted alongside germinate quickly, marking slow-emerging carrots while breaking crusted soil. Crop number 9. Beets. These dual-purpose vegetables provide both nutritious greens and sweet, earthy roots from single plantings. Cool season crops, beets germinate in soil as cold as 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Each beet seed actually represents a cluster of multiple seeds fused together, making thinning essential. Soak seeds overnight before planting to accelerate germination. Sow 1/2 inch deep, 1 inch apart. Once seedlings reach several inches tall, thin to 3 to 4 inches apart. Those thinnings make delicious salad additions as beet microgreens. Detroit Dark Red remains the benchmark variety, producing deep red globe-shaped roots with excellent flavor. Golden beets like Touchstone Gold offer milder, sweeter taste without bleeding color. Chioggia beets reveal stunning red and white rings when sliced. Cylindra produces long cylindrical roots slicing into uniform rounds. Beets prefer loose, well-drained soil with pH between 6.0 to 7.5. These moderate feeders benefit from phosphorus and potassium, but can become forked in nitrogen-excessive soil. Crop number 10. Radishes. Ultimate instant gratification crops. Radishes mature in as few as 25 days from seeding. They thrive in cool weather but become unpleasantly hot, woody, and pithy when temperatures climb, making early planting essential for quality. Cherry Belle, the classic round red radish, matures in just 22 days. French Breakfast produces elongated red-white roots with milder bite. Watermelon radish develops gorgeous pink-green interior coloring, though requiring longer maturation around 60 days. Easter egg blend produces radishes in various colors: red, pink, purple, and white. Sow seeds half an inch deep, 1 inch apart in rows separated by 6 inches. Thin to 2 inches between plants once seedlings emerge. Succession planting every week or two maintains continuous supply. Consistent moisture proves essential for proper development, as drought stress causes toughness and excessive pungency. Make sure you're subscribed to Backyard Crops. We're releasing advanced growing guides all season. Crop number 11. Swiss chard. Beautiful and productive, Swiss chard relates closely to beets but grows for leaves and colorful stems rather than roots. This versatile crop tolerates both heat and cold better than most leafy greens. February planting yields harvests continuing from late spring through fall with proper care. Bright Light's rainbow mix produces stems in red, orange, yellow, pink, and white shades, creating stunning garden displays. Ford Hook Giant produces thick white stems and heavily savoyed dark green leaves. Ruby Red and Rhubarb chard feature deep crimson stems retaining color when cooked. Sow seeds half an inch deep, 2 inches apart, thinning to 8 to 12 inches once several true leaves develop. Like beets, chard seeds are clusters, so multiple seedlings often emerge from single spots. Begin harvesting outer leaves once plants reach 6 to 8 inches tall, leaving centers intact for continued growth. With regular harvesting, single chard plants produce for many months. Crop number 12. Cauliflower. Sometimes challenging, cauliflower rewards patient gardeners with beautiful heads when conditions align. Less forgiving than broccoli or cabbage, cauliflower requires consistent cool temperatures and even moisture throughout growth. Any stress from heat, drought, or transplant shock causes premature buttoning or off-flavor development. Start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before final frost dates. Snowball self-blanching features leaves naturally curling over developing heads for sun protection. Amazing produces large, dense white heads with excellent flavor. For excitement, try purple varieties like Graffiti, orange Chatter Cauliflower, or lime green Romanesco with fractal spiraling peaks. Transplant seedlings once they develop 4 to 6 true leaves and nighttime temperatures exceed 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Space plants 18 to 24 inches apart in rich, fertile soil. As heavy feeders, cauliflower demands consistent moisture and nutrition. For non-self-blanching white varieties, tie outer leaves over developing heads at 2 to 3 inches across, preventing sun-caused yellowing. Crop number 13. Kohlrabi. This unusual vegetable produces swollen stems resembling turnips growing above ground. Kohlrabi offers mild, sweet flavor similar to broccoli stems or cabbage hearts. Both bulbs and young leaves prove edible. It matures quickly in cool weather, but becomes woody when temperatures climb. Early white Vienna produces pale green bulbs ready in 55 days. Early purple Vienna adds beautiful color with purple-skinned bulbs revealing creamy white flesh inside. Cossack is a giant variety reaching 10 inches across while staying tender. Sow seeds a 1/4 inch deep, thinning to 6 inches apart, or transplant seedlings at identical spacing. As a brassica, Kohlrabi appreciates fertile soil but demands less than broccoli or cauliflower. Begin harvesting when bulbs reach 2 to 3 inches in diameter for standard varieties. Leaves can be harvested and cooked like collards or kale. Crop number 14. Turnips. Fast-growing roots, turnips are often overlooked despite their versatility and cultivation ease. Both roots and greens prove edible, providing dual crops from single plantings. Turnips thrive in cool weather and mature quickly, with some varieties ready in just 35 days. Snowball self-blanching represents the classic variety with purple shoulders and sweet, mild white flesh. Hockory is a Japanese salad turnip, consumable raw like apples, featuring incredibly sweet, tender flesh without bitterness. Tokyo Cross matures in just 35 days and tolerates some heat better than most. Seven Top grows specifically for abundant, nutritious greens rather than roots. Sow seeds half an inch deep, thinning to 6 inches apart, or leaving closer together for baby turnip harvests. Consistent moisture prevents woodiness and excessive pungency. Turnips are light feeders, not requiring heavy fertilization, though they appreciate phosphorus and potassium for root development. Crop number 15. Arugula. This peppery salad green adds spicy kick to mixed salads and tastes wonderful wilted into pasta or pizza. Arugula bolts quickly in warm weather, so early planting captures the entire cool season window. Standard arugula has deeply lobed leaves with sharp, peppery bite intensifying as plants mature. Wild arugula, or sylvetta, has more finely dissected leaves and even stronger flavor, plus slower bolting than standard types. Astro is a fast-maturing cultivated variety ready in just 35 days. Sow seeds a 1/4 inch deep, thinning to 4 to 6 inches apart, or broadcast thickly for baby greens. Harvest outer leaves as needed, allowing centers to continue producing. Succession plant every 2 to 3 weeks for continuous supply.
Crop number 16. Potatoes. While most gardeners delay until later spring, February planting actually proves ideal in warmer zones. Cooler region gardeners can begin chitting seed potatoes indoors now, placing them in bright, cool locations to encourage strong sprout development before planting. This provides significant head starts once ground planting occurs. Early varieties like Yukon Gold and Red Norland mature in 70 to 90 days. Mid-season potatoes like Kennebec take 90 to 110 days. Late-season varieties, including Russet Burbank, require 110 to 135 days. Choose certified disease-free seed potatoes from reputable sources. Cut large seed potatoes into pieces with 2 to 3 eyes each, letting cuts heal for a day or two. Plant 4 inches deep, 12 inches apart in rows separated by 36 inches. As plants grow, hill soil around stems, providing more root zones for tuber development and preventing sun exposure greening. Crop number 17. Asparagus. Starting new asparagus beds requires patience, but rewards gardeners with decades of harvests once established. February through early spring represents ideal timing for planting dormant asparagus crowns. 1-year-old crowns establish faster and more reliably than 2-year-old crowns. Jersey Knight and Jersey Supreme are all male hybrid varieties producing more spears than heirloom types, as they don't waste energy on seed production. Purple Passion produces gorgeous purple spears that turn green when cooked, but have sweeter, nuttier flavor than green varieties. Dig trenches 8 to 12 inches deep and 18 inches wide. Add compost to bottoms, creating small ridges. Drape crown roots over ridges and cover with 2 to 3 inches of soil initially. As shoots emerge and grow, gradually fill trenches throughout the season. Don't harvest any spears the first year, take only a few the second year, and enjoy full harvests starting the third year. Well-maintained beds can produce for 20+ years. Crop number 17. Shallots. These mild, sophisticated alliums are prized by chefs for delicate flavor falling between onion and garlic. Like garlic, shallots can be planted in fall or late winter for summer harvest. Jersey gray shallots are considered true gourmet varieties with complex flavor, though harder to find. Dutch yellow and ambition are reliable performers, producing multiple bulbs from single planted sets. Sow sets 1 inch deep with pointed ends up, spacing 6 inches apart. Shallots form bulb clusters rather than single large bulbs like onions. Harvest when tops begin yellowing and falling over, then cure in warm, dry locations for 2 weeks before storage. Crop number 19. Parsnips. These sweet, nutty roots require very long growing seasons of 100 to 130 days and benefit from frost exposure, which converts starches to sugars. February sowing gives parsnips the time they need for developing impressive roots. Harris Model and Hollow Crown are classic varieties with excellent flavor. Gladiator is a newer hybrid with improved disease resistance and more uniform roots. Parsnip seeds are notoriously short-lived and must be fresh for good germination. Sow seeds half an inch deep, thinning to 3 to 4 inches apart once seedlings emerge. These roots need deeply worked, stone-free soil to develop properly, similar to carrots but even more demanding. Parsnips can be left in ground through winter in most regions and harvested as needed, actually improving in sweetness with cold exposure. Crop number 20. Cress. This peppery green represents one of the fastest maturing crops growable, ready for harvest in just 7 to 14 days depending on variety. Garden cress thrives in ordinary garden soil and containers. Curly cress and plain cress are standard garden varieties. Sow seeds thickly on soil surface or lightly cover with 1/8 inch fine soil. Keep consistently moist and harvest with scissors once leaves reach 2 to 3 inches. Succession plant weekly for continuous supply. February represents perfect timing for soil testing and amending beds before planting. Most cooperative extension offices offer inexpensive soil testing revealing pH, nutrient levels, and organic matter content. Armed with this information, precise amendments can be added rather than guessing. Lime takes weeks to adjust pH, and organic amendments need time breaking down and becoming plant available. Adding corrections in February means soil will be perfectly balanced and ready to support strong growth by transplant time. Gardeners who test and amend in February consistently outperform those skipping this step, growing healthier plants with fewer disease and pest problems throughout seasons. Thanks for watching Backyard Crops. If this guide helped you, smash that like button, share it with gardening friends, and subscribe for weekly growing strategies. Drop a comment telling us which crop you're most excited to plant this February. Let's grow together.